Just want to say before we get into this video that somewhere during this video at some random point there is a double XP code hidden. If you guys see it, make sure to go to the link in the description labeled Call of Duty Infinite Warfare double XP for your chance to redeem this code and get some double XP. Hey YouTube, what is good, what is going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all having yourselves an awesome day as always. And in today's video, what I've got for you guys is a best class setup for the ERAD submachine gun in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is one of the best SMGs in my opinion, and it's basically the first gun you get as soon as you start playing the game. As soon as you prestige and you're level 1 and you're just the lowest level you can go, this is the first submachine gun you have. So it's very beneficial to use, and it's, like I said, it's one of the best in the game I've found. So I'm going to show you guys today how to utilize it in the best possible way by adding attachments, perks, and all that good stuff to it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do drop a like on it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this class in the comment section below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. But let's get straight into this video. So again, one of the reasons I'm using the ERAD in this video, and the reason I'm giving you guys a best class setup on it, is because it's the earliest submachine gun you can get in the game. It's there as soon as you start playing on level 1, so it's a very beneficial gun to be using. And because it's the first gun you get, it's got some benefits as well, which is because you can just jump straight into the game and get them attachments unlocked as soon as possible. And the ERAD itself is a fully automatic energy firearm, and because of the muzzle that it has on it, it dampens the recoil, so you're not going to be looking miles up in the air to Mars, you know, get it because we're in space, but the muzzle actually dampens the recoil, so it's going to give you guys less recoil, which is really good, and it provides you with the highest accuracy in its class. So this weapon is really good, and it's got the best accuracy in the whole class of the whole submachine gun, so this is a very good gun to use. So the first thing we're going to throw on this class setup is a ELO sight. Now the reason I use an ELO sight over a red dot sight is personally because I like the ELO sight a lot better than the red dot sight, but it's all down to personal preference. If you guys want to use a red dot sight, go ahead and use a red dot sight. I like using the ELO, so that is why I'm throwing the ELO on this class. And then what I'm going to throw on it is the stock attachment, because of its amazing increase in movability that this gives you while looking down sight. You can literally move just like you do normally whilst looking down sight, and it feels like you're not even looking down sight. You can just move so quickly with stock on an ERAD. It's just any SMG you have, if you put stock on it, you're just going to turn it into an absolute god gun. It's a highly recommended feature for me to be putting this on any SMG you use, so that is why we're going to be throwing it on the ERAD here today, because of the increase in movability it gives you. And to go next to that, we're going to put the foregrip on it, which will reduce the vertical recoil of this weapon. Now the weapon itself doesn't have that bad recoil anyway because of the muzzle, but if you stack a foregrip on top of that, it's going to reduce it even more, so it's very beneficial for that. It'll give us more accuracy, and we're going to have quick draw because the custom grip will give you faster aiming down sight when you're sprinting around and you need to get your gun up really quick. Quick draw will help you get your weapon up as fast as possible for you guys to get stuck into that gunfight without losing. Now I know that is a lot of attachments to be throwing on the ERAD, but this is a overpowered class setup. That is why we're throwing so many attachments on there, but don't worry, we're not going to be throwing any more on there. We already have enough, and what I feel to be the best attachments to be throwing on the ERAD as of right now. And what we're going to do is actually jump into the secondaries. Now I don't usually throw a secondary on the overpowered class setups because I feel like everything should be going into the primary, but we're going to be throwing a secondary on here today, and we're going to be throwing the Kendall 44 ballistic pistol on because it's got an ultra fast trigger cycle in a lightweight model, so it is really good for hip firing and stuff like that. So you know, if you guys need to quickly change out a weapon because you're running low on ammo or you're running out of max magazine capacity in the ERAD, you guys can just quickly cycle to your secondary weapon, the Kendall 44, and then just take out the enemy with your sidearm. So that is a really good reason for having a Kendall, and I really do recommend having a sidearm pistol on you with this class. Now in terms of attachments for the Kendall 44, I am not going to be throwing anything on it because I feel we should be using the last 3 slots for the perks, and the perks are probably going to make this class the most overpowered in the whole submachine gun category in my personal opinion. And the first one, we're going to go into perk number 1 and put dexterity on, which will allow us to reload and switch weapons a lot faster. And because we have the secondary, it is very, very beneficial to have that. And personally, I do find that the guns reload really slow in this game, so dexterity for me is a must. But moving on to perk number 2, and we're going to have scavenger. You know, this is a must as always. It's a very overpowering perk because you can literally just continue picking up ammo and stuff like that from dead bodies around the map, and you never have to worry about running out of ammo and picking up a random weapon off the ground, because if you have a random weapon, you don't know how it feels, you don't know how good you are with it. So I really recommend having this so you can just keep replenishing your ERAD ammo and your Keno 44 ammo from the dead bodies that you can find around the map. But let's move on to the third and final perk attachment, which I personally think Dead Silence is the absolute best perk for this, because there's a lot of boosting going around and there's a lot of really loud noises going on the map. And I think one of the most annoying things is that you can hear a lot of people's footsteps on this map. So having Dead Silence on, what it does is basically got a feature where you can cancel out your jetpacks and stuff like that, so whenever you jump you will not hear the thrusters. So it's got blast suppressor and Dead Silence built into the one Dead Silence in this game, so it's not like Black Ops 3 where you have to run 2, you can just run the 1. So your footsteps and your jump packs are silenced with this, so it's really useful, and that is why I recommend throwing it on as perk number 3. So as you guys can tell from this class, it is a very rushy based type class. You're going to be running and gunning a lot in this class, so that is why for the score streaks I do recommend just using 2. And I mean, you could use the third one if you even want it, but I would just run 2 and use very basic score streaks like the UAV and the counting UAV. It's one of the most basic and simple score streak attachments you can have on a weapon class, and I really do recommend it. It's really overpowering because UAVs in this game are super overpowering, so I do recommend having that. And the counter UAV is also just as overpowering because it's super useful to just counter out any enemy UAVs that have, like, you know, the UAV up at the time, so you can just counter it with your counter UAV. So I do recommend using just a UAV and counter UAV, but it's down to personal preference really what you want to be running. And once again, with the combat rig, I do recommend using the Synaptic combat rig because personally I just think it's one of the best in the game, because you have the equalizer payload out, which you can use whenever you get it, and it's a really overpowering payload. But the trait is even better in my opinion. If you put combat burst on it, the combat burst basically gives you, after every single kill you get, you gain a brief boost of movement. So as soon as you get a kill, you can move out as soon as possible and get out of that zone, because as soon as the enemies notice that you're on the radar and you know, like, they see you from shooting your their teammate, you can be like, oh, there's someone behind us, let's go and get him. You can just absolutely dip out of that situation as fast as possible with this. So I do recommend using this, but once again, it is just down to personal preference. You don't have to use anything I have mentioned in this class setup video, but if you guys want to, it is there because I've tried and tested it, and it is by far one of the best classes to be using in this game in my opinion. So let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on this class in the comment section below. Will you guys be giving it a try? Because in my opinion, it's really overpowered in any type of game mode. You're just absolutely wrecking with this. If you're rushing around the map like the fast-paced game it is, you guys can get some hella good kills, and with the constant restacking of the UAV and the counter UAV just constantly coming in after so many kills, you guys can just absolutely run the show in any game you're in. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts and all that good stuff down in the comments please, because I really do want to know your guys' feedback. But if you guys are new around here, then please do hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. But that is it from me, guys. I hope each and every one of you has a fantastic day as always, and I shall see you guys in my next video.